Hey everyone, so this video is going to be what I consider a help file for your journey, just a bit more information. So this is sort of based on this video here. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with that one. Okay, so it's sort of based on that one. And actually, before you watch that video, what you should have watched, because there's an order to it all. What you should have watched is the one called My Story on Fibroids and Why I Eat This Way. A few of you watched that, but I can tell that a whole bunch of you didn't watch it, because as I read in the comments under this video, you guys are asking questions that's actually answered inside of that video in regards to the size of the fibroid, all that stuff. It's inside of that video. So, and I talked about different things that I ate as well. So go and watch that video. It's inside of the fibroid elimination playlist. So go watch that. That should have been like one of the first videos that you watch, instead of going to this video here, the how I use apple cider vinegar and baking soda. This video here, this video here was made because of the video called My Story on Fibroids. That's why this video was actually made, for the ones that was asking, okay, well, how do you do that? Because they watched that initial video. So that's why this video was put up. Now, and I want you guys to keep in mind that a lot of these comments that people are putting up under these posts, there's a lot of what do you call them, trolls. There's a lot of trolls that's commenting to you guys. You know, they want you to come to their videos. They want, you know, they're looking for followers, you know, just doing all kinds of dumb shit just to get attention. So y'all need to be aware of that. They're trying to get you over to that keto mess. Y'all need to be aware of that, okay? Because when you're dealing with a growth in your system like this, you don't want to be on no damn keto. You don't want to be on that at all. All that is okay, go ahead and keep eating meat. Basically, that's this. When somebody comments to you and tell you to get on keto or something like that, they trying to keep you in the same situation that you're in right now. They're trying to keep you sick. They're trying to keep you with this dis-ease state in your body. So y'all need to be aware of this. Okay, so look, the apple cider vinegar. Oh, and also you'll see people saying, oh, well, you know, apple cider vinegar, it's acidic and all this type of stuff. Well, yeah, apple cider vinegar sure is acidic, baby. It's like a 5% acidic. But that's what the baking soda is for. The baking soda actually it buffers that apple cider vinegar, because see, apple cider vinegar is really good for removing excess testosterone, removing excess estrogen, mainly estrogen from your body, and putting in it helps you to build up the progesterone. The progesterone is actually what you need inside of your body, because the reason that you're having issues with fibroids is because of the estrogen dominance. And so what you have to do is eliminate any and all things that produces estrogen inside of your body. So that means definitely you have to leave any and everything that has to do with soy, anything, soy oils, these various mock meats that are made of soy, soybeans, edamames, all that stuff. You have to leave all of that stuff alone, because all it's doing is overburdening your body, okay? And then with a lot of this bottled water inside of these plastic containers, and you know, just a lot of stuff. I know a lot that we're probably not going to be able to get away from, like some of the water that's inside of the plastic bottles. We probably won't be able to get away from that. But what I do, I filter my water. I don't care if it's spring water. distilled water, reverse osmosis water, ozonated water. I don't care what water it is. It's all gonna be filtered. I filter all of my water. So consider doing that, okay? Because you never know. So filter all of your water. And like I said, just eliminate any and everything that has to do with soy. Eliminate any and everything that has to do with eating cow protein. Everything. And I mentioned this inside of that video too. And I told why I had to stop messing with anything that had eyeballs or a system, like, you know what I'm saying? So, so back to the apple cider vinegar and the baking soda. Now, the apple cider, like I said, the baking soda actually buffers the apple cider vinegar. And baking soda, it is alkaline. It is very high in alkalinity. And so when those two are actually put together, what you're going to be doing is stopping the process inside of the apple cider vinegar from being acidic like it is. Okay, so it'll make it easy so that you can take it in. It won't scrape the mucus off your tongue, from your mouth, mess up your teeth. It won't scrape the mucus going down your throat and on your organs. Okay, so in other words, you won't get burned. All right. The baking soda, again, is alkaline, so that is going to help to alkalize and bring more oxygen into your system. That's always a good thing. I saw where a few of you have been asking, should you should you dish with the apple cider vinegar? No. No. The flora of our vagina is already acidic. That's just the natural flora of our vagina. That bacteria inside of our vagina is actually, it's acidic, okay? That's what the environment in there is. That's just natural, okay? And so if you're putting more acid inside of the vagina, you're gonna burn yourself. You think you were burning when you were told you had a disease down there, an STD or something. You gonna be straight up burning down there. Your shit might fall out onto the floor. You put that inside of there, okay? So that's a no-no. Do not do that. Stop. Do not pass go. Leave that alone, okay? So you don't want to do that. But the natural flora in our cootie cats, that is acidic. And so is the male's penis. That's acidic. And they blend very good together. So, but yeah. So, but even our bodies will naturally produce bicarbonate, and baking soda is also is known as bicarbonate soda. Okay, and our pancreas creates bicarbonate because it helps us to digest our food stuffs prior to it hitting our stomach. And so when you're dealing with a growth in your body like this, you are more than likely having digestive issues, basically because of the food that you're eating. You're continually wanting to eat meats, be it fish, fowl, whatever. You continue to want to eat meats and their byproducts. Their byproducts are all the dairy. So that's your butters, that's your milk, that's your eggs. Anything that came from any of those animals, you have to leave that stuff alone. I'm going to recommend that you leave it alone. Okay? I'm going to recommend that you leave it alone. But you have to leave all that type of stuff alone. And it's very vital for you to be eating a plant-based diet when you're trying to heal, because the salivatory glands inside of our mouth is actually built. I mean, the human body is amazing the way it's actually built up, okay? Because the salivatory glands that's inside of our mouths, so you know, the spit and stuff, the spit. So this reminds me, I watched this movie called The Fly. It was on Prime. I watched that last week, and so here's what I'm gonna say. Okay, so you know how the fly, or how flies break down their food, right? So they bring out this it's like an acid, but it's like a spit. It's like their spit, right? They just spit it on the food. Oh, and it was really gross in this movie, but they spit it on the food to break it down so that they can eat it, so that their bodies will be able to digest the food. Okay, that's what our salivary that's what our salivary glands do. So when we put certain foods inside of our mouth, mostly for the vegetables and fruits, and certain nuts, so we put that inside of our mouth, and even, matter of fact, just try it. Put a piece of fruit inside of your mouth and watch, and really pay attention. Just be aware of what's about to happen in your mouth. You're gonna notice that you're gonna start to salivate. You're gonna start to salivate. This doesn't necessarily happen when you're eating meats and stuff, and we don't have canine teeth and stuff to be talking about ripping food. So we're not even carnivores. We're herbivores. We're herbivores or frutivores, or whatever the heck you want to call it. But our bodies and our organs and our salivatory and salivary is actually made for eating specific types of food, right? And for all of you who are religious and you actually read your Bibles and understand what it is that you're reading inside of your Bibles, it tells you what you're supposed to be eating. And I'm not talking about going into Deuteronomy, and I'm not talking about going into Leviticus. I'm talking about in the beginning of the book, where it says that what the plants are for. That's your food. That's your medicine. Your medicine is your food. That's your food. Medicine keeps you healthy. Actually, those words were changed. Those words were changed around, but I ain't trying to get into all that. But that is your food. So, but we have been, oh my gosh, we have been so tricked. We have been so tricked and bamboozled and brainwashed to where we really think that we're supposed to just be eating some of anything, you know. But let me just back up, because I recommend that you cut all of that out. I mean, but it is your body. So you know that you can do whatever you want with your body, you know, but I'm going to recommend to the ones that really want to heal on their journey to stop the madness. Stop the madness. Just stop. Okay? So you know what the ACV and the baking soda is doing now. You know what that is about. Go and watch that initial video that I put up. I even put up a video where I showed one of the initial growth that I was able to get out of me. So yeah, you can pass them. Your body may even just redissolve it, and you'll pass the fluids that were caught up inside of it. Okay, so You guys, I'm just here to let you know that you do not have to live in a diseased state. You don't have to do it. But what you do have to do is be diligent. You have to be diligent. You can't set a time limit on doing something. And when you're taking this ACV and the bicarbonate together, when you're taking this, don't put a time limit on this. Don't be like, okay, I'm going to do this for a month, and if it don't work, then I'm going to leave it alone, because you've already set yourself up for failure. You've already told your body that, this not going to work, so whatever. That's part of programming yourself. You've programmed yourself. Your mind told your body that it's not even going to do anything. There was a comment up under one of my other videos, and this person asked me, are they able to change their ways? I mean, they asked me that. Like, if you were sitting in front of me, you said, do you think I can change my ways? My response was, sorry, you don't have what it takes. You think that was wrong? Here's why it's not wrong. Because if you have to ask me or ask anybody something like that about your state of being, if you can change, if you have to ask them, you already told yourself that you can't do it. And all you're really looking for is somebody to agree with you. So I agree with you. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. No. Because that's the thing that you really want to hear anyway. And besides, that was really just a troll anyway. And if not, then you shouldn't be going around asking people stuff like that. You have your own mind to think in regards to what you can and what you cannot do. So ask yourself that. Ask yourself, can I grow? Can I change? Ask yourself that. Don't ask strangers stuff like that. Okay, and here's something else. Okay. I've seen quite a few, and I know I said I'm not going to talk, and I'm not talking about disease, but I'm answering some of y'all questions. Excuse me. I've seen quite a few asking, should you take the protocol when you're on your period? Okay. Take it before you get on your period. Okay? You could take it before you get on your period, and then take it off, because you have to have like some downtime, for it to let your body just kind of relax from. You should never do anything every day. You have to take a break between even from eating. You have to take a break from eating. So that's what fasting is for a lot of times. Take a break from eating, let your body rest from all that. Okay? So just don't do it on your cycle. Do it prior to your cycle, and then you can start back up after your cycle. Okay? So this is not something that's acidic that you're putting inside of you, because again, that the bicarbonate that you're putting in, the baking soda is known as bicarbonate. What you're putting inside of your ACV is alkalizing it, okay? And if you need to put more water in it, put at least up to a cup of water in it if you have to. I wouldn't say stretch it out any more than that, but if you find that it's too strong, will you have just a quarter cup inside of it? Put some more inside of it, okay? That's it. Just put some more inside of it, and you know, up to a cup. Just make sure that you get that reaction to stop before you put the water in and you start guzzling it down. And stop worrying and concerning and going around my different posts and comments asking, how long is it taking you to do this? If it took this person 1 week to start passing a growth or a cyst comes out or anything, and they tell you that, then you start to take it, and it don't take you that short length of time, then what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna go, oh, this don't work. This person said that it took them a week, and then I took it, and it was a week, and it didn't happen, and nothing happened. Do you know how long it took for that growth or whatever that's going on with you to actually build up inside your system? Do you know? How old are you? I mean, like, how old are you guys? So let's say if you're 35 years old, right? 35 years old, you've been eating for 35 years the same way. It took a while for your body to break down to the point to where it is right now, where it started manifesting with whatever it manifested with. So thank your lucky stars if it takes 5 months for it to stop and begin to turn back around in your favor. Thank your lucky stars for that, because you've been abusing it for the longest time. So stop. You only have one. You only have one body until they actually make these sleeves so that you can download your body into. Have y'all watched that series called Upload? Because that shit is crazy as hell. But anyway, you only have one body, so treat that bitch well. Treat it like you give a flick, okay? Treat it like you give a flick. Stop putting all of these chemicals and stuff inside of it. And do you know when you're eating like all these Doritos and stuff like that, and your fried chickens and all this type of stuff, you know, it's really the chemicals that you're addicted to. It's the chemicals in it. The chemicals. They have what's called chemical and flavor enhancers that's put inside of this food. And that's what you're getting addicted to. Because, let me tell you, if you were to cook some meat and you didn't put any type of seasoning on it, you would not like it. That's why you have to smother it and all this type of stuff, just so that you would force your body to even take it in, because your senses are like, that's good. So it makes you want to eat it. But see, I can grab a mushroom. I can grab a mushroom, clean it, and then eat it, because it has a pleasant taste to it already. I don't have to do anything to that mushroom. I don't have to do anything to a fruit like that. And the natural vegetables, I don't have to do anything. But see, you'll say vegetables, oh my gosh. I can't eat no vegetables. I can't eat it without smothering it with something. That's because your taste buds are off. You've gotten so addicted to eating chemicals to where you don't even know what natural food tastes like anymore. And, you know, some of you probably like, well, I like them chemicals because that stuff is so good. Makes me happy. It ain't making you happy. It ain't making you happy. It's making you sicker. So, you know. Well, peoples. Okay. So, y'all got some work to do. So go watch that other video. Watch the video what's it called? My story on fibroids is inside the fibroid playlist. Watch that all the way through. If you didn't watch it all the way through, you might want to watch it all the way through because of the other stuff that I talked about inside of that video in regards to the size and everything, because y'all keep asking what's the size. That's because you didn't watch the information that I initially put out years ago. It was 2017 when I put that video out. It was sooner than that when I put the video out when I first started passing those growths. Okay, so, and gosh, there's a video that I put out about stress. I have on this red top. Y'all need to watch that, because trust me, you're dealing with stress and you need to get that stress off of you. So go watch that. And then after you watch that, there's an exercise that I'm telling you to do. You need to do the exercise, okay? And for those of you who don't want to sit in front of your computer screens all the time, then I'm just going to recommend that you get my book. Just get my book, because there's a whole bunch of more information inside the book that I can put inside all these damn videos. But, you know, so, yeah, you got some work to do. You got some work to do on this journey, okay? So go ahead and get it done. Go ahead and get it done. Watch the playlist. Watch that stuff in order, okay? Watch it in order so you don't be lost, so you don't have to ask the questions that's already answered inside of another video. Just watch it. Watch it all, and then ask your questions after you finish. After you've asked your questions, more than likely you will not even have any questions. After you watch the videos, more than likely you will not have any questions to ask, because it should already be answered. Okay? So let me see if there's something else I want to bring up. I'm thinking about the other questions that y'all been asking. Oh, here's one. And this is a troll. This is a troll. These are trolls that be asking this question I'm about to say. They be like, can I take this if I'm pregnant? See, that's a troll. And a lot of these people come from specific types of groups. Groups that I just don't bother with anymore. Because basically what these people do, they troll. And if you don't think the same way that they do in regard to somebody, they'll do whatever they can to try to mess you up. Okay? So, here's what I have to say to that person. You know, I should just be okay, here's what I'm saying. Look, a person who's pregnant is under doctor's care, and that person has sense enough to know not to ask some random person about something like that, because they're up under a doctor's care. They know to ask their doctor stuff like that. So for the ignorant ass people that be putting stuff like that up under various posts, and so that other people can see stuff like that and just stupid stuff, you know, go to Hades. Go to Hades. Take a one-way trip to Hades. Yeah. Now that's what I got to say. Yep. No, Timah is not a nice person. Timah is not a nice person. She's not a mean person either. Timah is right here. I'm not nice. I'm not mean. I'm right here. So, yeah. Y'all got some work to do. Y'all got some work to do. Y'all got some work to do. A lot of y'all trolls, I just be laughing at y'all comments, because I just be like, y'all some crazy ass people. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do with y'all life but to go around on a random people's, or not really random, but to go around on social media, I mean, because y'all ain't got nothing else better to do but to harass people. That's a sick mind. That's a sick mind. I have a beautiful sofa. I have a beautiful sofa, okay? I have a beautiful sofa, and I could treat you. I can treat you. Because this has to do with your mama. I know this has to do with your mama, how your mama treated you, how your daddy treated you. You didn't have no damn friends. You had nobody paying attention. I know. But okay, let me get off of here because I will continue to really trip out. So I'm off. And peace out.